My name is Hakan Abrahamsson and I'm responsible for the development of the all-new Volvo V40. Let us take a closer look to the car. The brief when we started this car was simple. Create a car with just fantastic design. And if we start here on the outside, you can see this unique car with a very fast windscreen. And you can see a very pronounced tumble home and very strong shoulders. With a tumble home and a boat shape which makes a very nice offset between the greenhouse and the wheels, showing some impressive muscles in the rear end. When designing this car, we put emphasis on making a very modern style, but also to have some influence from previous models at Volvo. And for example, you can see this rear end with this black part, which kind of connects to a car called P1800 ES. And there is another flirt with the P1800. You can see the belt line coming here and sweeping up in what we call for the P1800 ES hook, which you recognize from that car. There are details which we in the car industry maybe haven't put enough interest to lately. And let me show you a detail on the interior. Connecting back to cars in the 60s, the interior rear view mirror was a beautiful part. And in this car you can see this glass being frameless, creating a very kind of iPhone-like, but also connecting back to the 60s. The gear shifter on this one is illuminated, putting a very nice light which glows in your hand when shifting. The interior light here has a dimming function, so you can dim the light to the level you want. And you can choose for an ambient lighting in 8 different modes. You can choose among 7 different colors, and you can choose a mode where you operate the climate control. When you go and want to chill the car down, the light becomes blue. When you heat it up, the light becomes reddish. We have also put emphasis on making this car very functional. And in Sweden, where we can have heavy winters, we use this. This is an ice scraper. The thing is with this, when you put it in, it rattles. So why not find a dedicated place for it, where it can sit? And even if it's full of ice and snow, this storage is drained, so the water comes out. There are small storage areas here. It's in front of the floating center stack. We have a small storage here. We have a very big glove box, which is cooled, has a cooling function. And looking at the seats, there are storages in the front of the seat and in the rear, pockets, and an integrated cup holder in the rear seat. So shall I maybe go from that side? To find a hidden cup holder, very nicely positioned, and it's not in the way when you're sitting in the center. There are also practical storages outside of the rear seat. When designing this car, we put emphasis to carry 4 people in great comfort. Very sculptured 4 sitting positions, and a 5th sitting in the middle. By offsetting in X, as we say in the car industry, in length, that you're sitting a little bit forward here in the middle, you can comfortably sit 3 in the rear seat. But while sitting 4, we have moved the seating position slightly inwards, which gives you a free view forward, easy to talk to the persons in the front row and not staring straight into the headrest in front of you. Combining this with quite a wide armrest, creating good comfort between you and the passenger you have on the side. And still, with moving the seating position slightly inward, it creates a very nice offset to the door panel, which gives you a nice room sitting in comfort with armrest on nice heights. Adding to the roominess feel, this car is equipped with a panoramic roof, which gives you a fantastic view if you're driving in cities and want to see the buildings or in the mountains. It gives a kind of an airy feeling to the car, creates a height in this otherwise very low car. You get a good feeling with the seating position that it has a depth in the interior, and when looking at the instrument panel, the width in the front seat with stretching the lines of the instrument panel and making it as wide as possible to give you almost a large car feeling. When designing this car, we established a customer reference group with people living in London, people who were planning to buy a car in this market. And we have worked with them during 4 years, meeting them constantly, evaluating our ideas and finding out what they wanted to come out from a car like this. One of the results is the luggage compartment. Here we see a floor with a nice surface, grocery bag hooks on the side here, but you can lift it like this, creating more hooks here when you've been shopping your groceries, putting something in the front, and you can also store it away completely. On top of this, there is of course space underneath. When folding the rear seat, I will fold the rear seat now. And fold this one. This floor creates a flat surface for loading long items. But if you still want to have the height and want to get rid of this one, you fold it up and flip it over, and it disappears completely and protects also the backrest, the rear side of the backrest. This variant is equipped with a 2-liter 5-cylinder diesel, delivering 177 horsepower and 400 Newton meters. A really powerful car. Being a Volvo, we put a lot of emphasis, of course, as well on safety. For example, on this one, I will open the hood. When making this car friendly for a pedestrian impact, it's not only about the pedestrian airbag. We worked also under the hood. For example, the engine cover here is of a soft material to create a good energy absorbent if the accident is there. All other surfaces are kept within a predefined surface to not have any protruding parts being aggressive to an impact. This car is fully charged with sophisticated, user-friendly technology, making driving more relaxed, fun and safe. The aim with this car for Volvo is to be class leading within 3 areas: within safety and support systems, driving dynamics and fuel consumption.